Hello everyone, Memory here. Oasis gear has been in the game for almost a year now. Therefore, I've got enough silver to buy myself a pen bag's glove for this episode. Yep, one more pen armor, then I'll be officially full pen gear excluding accessories. The reason why Oasis gears plays a big role is because I decided to actually use them instead of my self-made boss alt gears. Back in March last year, the event page says the 1 silver Oasis gear will be removed after the event ends. Although the event ending date says until further notice, the name of the event plus the ridiculous amount of value these 1 silver items provide gave me the impression that this won't be a long-term thing. Therefore, I still kept a couple of try and TED gear on about 3 to 4 boss alts. And if those boss alts does not have boss gears, they at least had some random try gears on them, which are the byproducts of me fail stacking. Also, I didn't sell my Ted Sizzles necklace and Alkenred belt when I got the upgrades on my maid, because I put them on my boss alt doing Often Ted, which does require a bit more gear than the free ones because Often Ted kinda hurts. That is quite a bit of silver locked up as gears. However, since the introduction of the nightmare bosses and other events, these tri-boss gears and accessories are dropping in price as time goes. Also, I find myself not utilizing them as much as before, so I finally made my decision of liquefying them all when I have enough Shakatu seals to exchange for a Tri-Manos accessory to sell. I waited for about a month after the earliest day that anyone can have 120 Shakatu seals because I know the price of Tri-Manos gear will drop as soon as that day comes. And yeah, between the recording day of last episode and this episode, it has been about a month and a few days of not making videos. About a month's time has passed and I've made around 7 billion silver because I was kinda slacking off a bit. But with the help of selling off all precious belongings of my family members and received a few unemployment paycheck, I get to buy myself a new pair of shiny pen bags gloves. It's definitely worth it. Okay, I know it sounds bad, but it's fine. I bought them some strange gears from suspicious vendors that I have no idea when it's gonna disappear as a replacement. But the point is, I'm one step closer to having a full pen gear, excluding accessories. If I keep this up for at most 2 more months, I'll reach the goal, but I still want to tap it myself if possible. Also, I still have to make a 250 plus stack to make use of my remaining Jace hammer. So instead of selling off the Ted weapons, I decided to tap them before I sell. So here is how the enhanced session of this episode goes. Enjoy! I was actually pretty nervous that my old bag's glove will pop. That would be pretty hilarious, in sort of a bad way. But even if it did, I can just sell it and buy the pen ergon, so it's not that bad. Anyways, us witch players recently received another decent looking outfit, the Aether Outfit. And I like this one a lot better than the Jolly Winter outfits from the previous event, which to me was the best witch outfit when it came out. If I'm giving both of them a rating out of 10, the Jolly Winter would be a 7, and the Aether would be an 8. And if they gave the Aether Outfit a decent weapon set including the Awakening weapon, it has the potential to be a 9. We don't have it, but it's fine. At least we have the option to mix and match outfits, so now she looks like this. The dye pattern of this outfit turns out to be decently made to my surprise. Usually I will run into some problems like I want a certain color in one particular area and not the other, but they turns out to be linked together instead. Or the exact color I wanted doesn't really exist because of the shading and the material on the outfit makes the color looks off somehow. This one is relatively easy to dye other than the big bow knot at the back. But it turns out that I can just make it disappear by clicking the cape toggling button, so that's what I ended up doing. As for the helmet, if you haven't already known, is from the Archean R outfit. Because the original helmet is not really visible from a distance and this hat just kinda fits perfectly. So yeah, new gear, new outfit again for this episode. And this is what my current gear looks like. I put in 3 Caphras level on most of my gear since I found about 2000 Caphras stone just sitting on my storage doing nothing. As for crystals, I've made some changes to my crystal setup. Originally I had 2 Jinn Harfia on my helmet, 1 RBF adamantine plus 1 Hum on my shoes, and 1 evasion plus 1 Hum on my armor. But my guildie found out about this and yelled at me for having Jinn Harfia crystals when I'm not even building evasion. And they told me that right now 2 RBF adamantine on shoes, 2 evasion on armor, and 2 Hums on helmets is the meta. Now that does make quite a bit of sense, so I tried that setup for a few wars and RBFs. And I concluded that having the 2 adamantine crystals on the shoes for the knockdown resist does not make a big difference on my knockdown rate. At least not a big enough difference to me anyways. Since the CC resists are kept at 60% in PvP, and there are a billion sorts of knockdown in RBFs and wars, I'm gonna get knocked down no matter what if I'm in the wrong place anyways. Which I often do, so I decided to move the 2 Hum on the shoes and put 2 RBF Harfia on the helmet. Since the evasion on the Jinn Harfia is not that effective on me, I figured that RBF Harfia has more HP and 5 extra human damage compared to the Jinn Harfia. So theoretically I should be a little bit more tankier and does a little bit more damage. Also I decided not to use any RBF adamantine because I can still reach the resist cap with buffs. I am aware that having more resistance than the cap can counter the resistance ignore from the enemy, but I just want to try it out and see how it goes, for science. So after some more testing, it turns out that I still get CC roughly the same amount of time as using the RBF adamantine crystals, but I do feel the damage boost and the HP difference, so this is my final decision of my crystal setup now. At least it will be for quite a while. Anyways, let's check out the RNG section of the video. Enjoy! That was the 22nd attempt for my T9 horse. I kinda wanted to pop more and more as time goes because everyone seems to have one and there is T10 to go for now. But that's kinda bad because my original plan was to sell it as soon as it goes. And if I actually want it, that means 10 less billion silver for me to buy shiny gears. But whatever I'm gonna do with it, first I gotta have it. So we'll worry about it when it goes. Now, I have finally completed the Pavino Greco's collection, which is the 600 HP adventure log. I have bought all the accessories for book 4 when this adventure log first came out. But since you cannot do book 4 before you completed book 1 to 3, and book 1 to 3 takes quite a long time to do, especially the knowledge gathering part. So I've been postponing this until now. But it is definitely worth to do because the extra 600 HP provides a huge difference on my survivability in PvP. Progression not struggle at the moment. I will be struggling from now on though because any meaningful upgrades for me onwards will take at the very least 10 billion silver or more. But it's fine, I'm near the end of the journey of a big milestone of having a full pen gear excluding the accessories. What's gonna happen after I reach that would be another story for another day. Anyways, that's it for today. Like it if you subscribe, hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video.